In this area, we've got shallow water to our left, probably no more than 2 feet deep. It's pretty muddy out there, so there's not a lot to hold fish in this area. Although there are times when there are fish out there, but mostly you're going to find them up around the structure. Redfish are looking for these little crabs that like to hold next to the trees on the bottom. Snook like to ambush the bait fish that are in there. You might have some shrimp in the mud here, and they could be feeding on them as well. So we want to go towards the structure, and the structure is these trees in here. Now there's some on the bottom that you can't see, and then there's some on the shoreline. So what you're trying to do is figure out, where do you think the fish are going to hold? Most people, even myself, will cast as far up in there as I can in hopes of snagging a fish that's hiding underneath the trees. But a lot of times they're on the outer edges of those trees, in an area where you're less likely to get hung up, more likely to get the strike. So I try and get my bait or artificial on just the outer edge of the structure. If I saw some water move in closer, then maybe I'll put a cast up in there in hopes of picking off a fish that's chasing a bait fish. But when the water's cold, you don't see them chasing so much in the shallow water. They're usually close to the bottom and waiting for something to come by, or in the case of the redfish I just caught a little while ago, he was just cruising along the shoreline, just looking for anything to intercept. Some areas you're going to fish open water if there's grass or a channel, but here we're going towards the shorelines and fishing the structure, a place where a snook will be sitting under a branch or next to a branch where he's camouflaged, just waiting for that unsuspecting bait fish to pass it and make it an easy meal.